Greetings, this is Sister Rebecca, aka Holly Hood, and today's video presentation is entitled Back to Black. Now, many of us who wear our hair natural are aware that the current trend is not a precedent and that there was an earlier movement that existed in the 60s and the 70s. But the afro of the 60s and 70s was not just a style of that period, nor merely was it a political statement. Who could forget James Brown's proclamation to say it loud, "I'm black and I'm proud"? Between 1964 and 1966, the civil rights movement was morphing into the Black Power movement. Negroes and colored folk became black people, and for many, that meant accepting a new black identity and a visual aesthetic, and one that not only incorporated an alternative to Madam C.J. Walker's permed straight hair, but actually celebrated natural hair and Afro-textured hair. The pressing comb and chemical relaxers became oppressive because they were tools that symbolized the shame associated with Afro-textured hair. The immigration of Africans like my mother to America also fueled, and she wore her hair natural all of her life, by the way. This also fueled the natural hair movement of that time. For some black people, wearing their hair in its natural state became a way of showing their connection to the motherland and to the African ancestors throughout the diaspora. For many, it meant shedding the Willie Lynch idea of beauty that was accumulated through these attempts to assimilate into white America. Now, in 1968, Kathleen Cleaver of the Black Panther Party said something that still rings true today. And I quote, the reason for it, you might say, is a new awareness among black people. And this is her referring to the wearing of natural hair. And she says the reason for it, you might say, is a new awareness among black people that their own natural appearance is beautiful. It is pleasing to them. For many, many years, we were told only white people were beautiful, that only straight hair, light eyes, light skin were beautiful. And so black women would try everything they could to straighten their hair and lighten their skin so they could look as white as possible. But this has changed, and that's unquote. But this has changed because black people now are aware, and now also white people are aware of black beauty, and some of them go to extremes to adopt African-inspired hairstyles too. So I want to say that in summation, I don't think what you do to the outside matters. I think that I often tell people no matter how I wear my hair, I am a real sister from the heart, and that is the only place it counts. God bless you, and thanks for tuning in.